Welcome back, everybody. Hey, cops have no control over you unless you've committed a crime. Because, they're law enforcement. But in this video, they charged this guy with disturbing the peace, I think it was. And the woman cop was the first one that raised her voice and yelled at this guy. The guy was actually pretty level-headed. And this shows how cops do not know the law at all. They actually detained and arrested the victim. And even though he had drugs on him, so that gets thrown out because it's an illegal arrest. The woman actually broke his window. It's 55 degrees out, saying that the dog was dying. We had to save him. Broke his window, and they said no, her intent wasn't, she didn't have no intent in doing any harm. She destroyed his property. These cops are out of control. They know nothing about the law. They don't know anything about the Constitution. I should run for sheriff because I'm the only one that I feel like I'm the only one that wants to go by the Constitution and screw this corporate law shit that the government, city government, the lawmakers all have made up over top of the Constitution. What a joke. This is a joke. So watch this and see if you agree. Oh yes, and one more thing. When they cuffed him and put him in the car, these cuffs is a joke. I don't know, whoever made this up was involved in torture. Everybody complains about how cuffs are doing damage to their wrists. They're too tight. The design of them is wrong. How do I know this? I got a video you can check out where this sheriff gets arrested because he's a dirty cop, of course. And he's crying about the cuffs are too tight. The cuffs are too tight. So basically, the only way it's going to get changed is if you put judges and lawmakers in these cuffs and let them figure it out for themselves, because that's the ones that have made this happen. And also, there's been reports of people doing damage to their wrist because it cuts off the circulation. This is uncalled for. It's ridiculous because the cops, first thing they want to do is put you in cuffs, and they don't give a shit. But when they're the ones in the cuffs, they're crying like little bitches. Yeah, it's wrong. Watch.
Okay, who did the damage to the car?
I did.
Okay.
Because I was trying to get him out.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, you call the police and you wait. Okay, and you wait for the police. You don't worry people's shit. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
The dog?
Yeah.
That's the issue. It's my dog.
Is it your dog?
Yeah. No way. I haven't been here 3 or 4 hours.
Okay, you guys.
I've not been here 3 or 4 hours. I've been here 45
Okay.
hours.
We've been here an hour for
And it's nighttime.
They said there's no windows down there.
He's not been here. I've not been here for 3 or 4 hours. I got here like maybe 45 minutes to an hour ago.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Just stand over by that car.
Is that your... That's my dog. Okay. It's nighttime. It's not getting hot. Dude, it's nighttime. Okay. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Just
go.
Seriously, I haven't been here 3 or 4 hours. Who's saying that? Sir.
Just go talk to that officer. You don't need to justify anything with her. She's not the damn police. So, yeah, you do. I told you to do something, so do it. Do what I told you to do.
I haven't broken the law. You're law enforcement.
What is your first name? Where do you live?
I'm homeless. I just rent a room.
What's your phone number? Hey, Todd. Hey, Gray. She, stay here. She caused that damage to his car.
Okay. She did?
Yes.
What the hell?
Okay.
What did you do? Don't yell at me.
Dude, what is your name? Okay? If you don't calm down and be quiet for a second, let us explain something to you, okay?
Don't talk to me that way.
I'm not going to tell you again. I'm going to put you in handcuffs. Because you're causing a disturbance that doesn't need to be caused.
That's fine.
Okay?
Do you see my dog?
Hold on.
Don't yell at me.
You have your identification on you?
No, I'm not going to do that. I broke the law.
Turn around and put your hands
I haven't
behind
broken the
your
law.
back. Turn around and put your hands behind
You
your
are
back.
now.
You have now.
For what?
Failing to comply with a police officer. Okay? You are paid in the
That's not a
okay?
law.
Okay?
That's not a law.
It is.
Pain in the butt.
It is a day of law.
Comply to it. What?
Okay? We'll
You're
play your
hilarious,
game.
Will.
No, look.
Nope.
What are you talking about? I know the
You
law.
want to act like it's a law. You don't know the law, so shut up.
Comply with a police officer. I haven't broken the law. I wasn't
You're
detained.
causing a disturbance that doesn't need to be caused. It's called disorderly conduct. Okay?
Come on.
Have you heard of that law?
I'm
Have
serious.
you heard of the law?
I'm serious.
Oh, okay.
Do you get? What? I haven't done anything.
Okay? Other than not, just shut up and let us talk to you for a second.
Consent to searches or
Okay?
seizures.
You know, you're under arrest. You don't need to be consent to search.
For what?
You got a pipe on you.
You guys, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
This is ridiculous. Dude,
Okay, you got some gloves. You've got a pipe
Yep.
on you.
Because it's super simple for you.
dude, listen to
No,
yourself.
but you want.
Listen to yourselves.
No, you listen to yourself.
The law? What did you break the law?
In this
Listen to your guy. Listen. How do you want to talk? Come on, man.
You want to shut up long enough for us to tell you what's going on? All right, we're not going to talk to you anymore, okay?
Whatever. That's ridiculous. Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Do you want to be quiet long enough for us to talk to you?
Dude, I can say whatever I want. Okay? Alright, cool.
Nice.
It's illegal to say that. I didn't break the law.
Guess what? It's illegal to have drugs too.
Well, it's an illegal search.
Illegal search.
It's not Nazi Germany. I didn't break the law.
Okay. You tell it to the judge.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's a justice system, it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After Mr. Black refuses to identify himself, the officers place him under arrest and search his pockets, apparently finding drugs and drug paraphernalia. We will discuss the legality of Mr. Black's arrest at further length later in this episode, but for now, it is important to understand that if a court were to determine that the arrest was not supported by probable cause, the drugs and paraphernalia found in his pockets would be suppressed under the so-called exclusionary rule as the product of an unconstitutional search and seizure. When an arrest is lawful, officers may typically conduct a full search of the arrestee's person as a search incident to arrest, as recognized by the Supreme Court in the 1973 case of United States v. Robinson. However, when the underlying arrest is not based on probable cause, any search incident to that arrest is likewise unconstitutional. In the 1914 case of Weeks v. United States, the Supreme Court held that evidence obtained in violation of the Fourth Amendment could not be used in federal prosecutions, creating the so-called exclusionary rule. Nearly half a century later, the court extended that protection to state courts in the 1961 case of Mapp versus Ohio. The purpose of the rule is to deter police misconduct by eliminating any incentive for officers to disregard constitutional limits on searches and seizures. Accordingly, if the drugs and paraphernalia found in Mr. Black's pockets were the product of an unconstitutional search, they would likely be suppressed in a subsequent prosecution for any drug charges.
Anything else, Owen?
Obviously, it is a matter like, come on now. Are you happy with yourself? Is it proud?
Well, I'm not. I'm just continuing.
This is what you're doing with your time. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You want to get another bag off my seat?
Yeah. You just want to take everything out.
It really helps. You want to take a picture? Hi. Hey, you just literally touched it. Wait, what the was that? You guys body cams on? Beautiful. Yes. Oh my god. When did you turn it on? When did you turn it on?
Hi. When did you turn on? Doesn't matter.
Thank you so much for being transparent. I appreciate that.
Let's go put you in the car.
Is your body cam on? Thank you so much. Same here. Really saved my dog.
Have a seat.
Thanks again.
Sit down.
Appreciate it. So protection, sir.
I will call him when we drove for the dog. Any animal control to respond, take custody of the dog. We might have one going to jail.
Well, I'm gonna have to charge her with property damage too.
Huh?
Her with that.
She has no criminal intent.
No.
She was just trying to rescue a dog
Yeah.
that really didn't need to be rescued. But what do you do?
Officer Mustafich states that she intends to charge the woman who broke Mr. Black's windshield with property damage, but Officer Gray advises her not to because the woman had no quote-unquote criminal intent since she was trying to help the dog. Under Section 76-6-106.1 of the Utah Code, an individual commits property damage or destruction by intentionally damaging, defacing, or destroying the property of another. There is no requirement that the individual damage the property with a malicious or quote-unquote criminal motive. Rather, the property must only be damaged intentionally, which Section 76-2-103 of the Utah Code defines as acting with the conscious goal to cause a certain outcome. Here, because the woman admitted that she broke the windshield intentionally with the conscious goal of damaging or destroying it, the court would likely find that, contrary to Officer Gray's assertions, the intent element was satisfied for a property damage charge, despite the woman's altruistic motivations.
Did you get his information yet?
Nope.
Okay.
I think he had a wallet right here. Yeah, well, I mean, you were just like right before you pulled up, you walked out of those doors and it was like super confrontational already.
Yeah, we can't.
And I kind of at her too because I'm like, you can't just break people. You call the cops and you wait. Like, I'm sorry, but
You know, it was 105 degrees outside, that's one thing, but
yeah. I can't hear you. No, it's not. You're going to jail. Okay, well, that's up to a judge to decide. Okay? Thanks.
No, it really is. I'm not saying these cuts are crazy tight. Do you mind?
I will double check them. Okay, cool. That's up to a judge to decide. Move forward.
You know, this is why like people hate
I'm
tyrants.
fixing your cuffs. I don't want to talk to you. Do you understand me?
Aren't you supposed to encourage me to talk?
No, I don't care if you want to talk or not.
Now that you have no cuffs. Ow! Fuck. Oh God! Come on now. Like really? You see how tight they are?
They're not tight. They scooted up.
What? They're not tight.
Just look that way.
Please loosen them. God, why are you treating me like this?
It's feeling real easy.
Yeah, I mean.
Until you wanted to run your mouth.
It's
cause
my
a
First
scene.
Amendment rights. I'll say whatever I want.
Well, there's
That's
a line
you
of
swore
where
an oath to protect my rights, and this is why I'm doing it because
look that way if you want your cuffs
I
fixed.
didn't even disrespect you guys personally. I didn't say anything to you guys. I can't
Have you heard
defend
of?
the fact that I was here for an hour and I was like.
Well,
why
you
someone-
can, but not in that way when you're causing a scene and everyone's out here
I
watching.
was here before I came here. Dude,
Dude,
come on.
just be quiet and.
Don't tell me to be. I'll say whatever I want.
Okay,
whenever
you
I
go
want.
ahead.
It's my First Amendment right. You swore an oath to protect that.
If you want, twist your arm this way,
Thank
your
you.
wrist, because
You
it will
swore an
feel
oath to
better.
protect my right to speak.
Okay, 2 fingers can fit in here.
No, like this one, the left one.
Okay, I'm going to fix it.
No, this right one. Thank you. The right one's so much better. I appreciate it. You know, the best thing I said tonight is I don't consent to searches and seizures. I'm so glad you had this camera on. Oh my God, I did not break the law. No, you don't have to follow your directives. Did you know that? Until once I'm detained, arrested, obviously I'm under your hold, your tyranny. But if I ever broke the law, I don't have to listen to you.
Cool.
Cool? Come on now, be more respectful than that. Why do you have to?
You are being very
How
respectful.
was I not being respectful? How was I not being respectful?
Okay, your handcuffs.
Because I didn't bow to you?
Turn.
So what did she say that was the reason why she thought the dog was in peril?
Well, so I didn't talk to her very much because as soon as I got here, she was here, and then he walked up and started confronting her or whatever. And so, but basically what they were saying is that the dog was in there for, I can't remember how long, but it was definitely over an hour, and that she's the one that broke it. And I said, okay, you can't just break or damage people's property. You need to call the cops or whatever. She's like, well, I did. And you guys, I guess we were taking too long, so she did that. And at that time, he like walked over and was like, what's the issue with the dog? It's my dog. Like, what is the issue? And I was like, okay, dude, like, back up. And he's like, no, it's my f***ing dog. And then he went over to like, or no, you came, but when he went over to the car, I was like, well, that window's damaged. He said, you f***ing broke my window? Like, I didn't really get a chance to talk to her, but. Okay, so tell me what happened. And you need to fill out the top as well, your name, your birthday.
Okay, what I was doing, I was walking my dog. I have 3 dogs.
Okay.
I was walking my dog. These ladies approached me and said there were a dog stuck in the car with the windows up and the doors were locked. So we kept looking around to see if we can try to get the dog out because he was like literally panting, like drooling. He looked like he was about to pass out. And he was in the car for 3 to 4 hours.
How do you know that?
That's what they said.
So you said the dog was drooling, panting, and
But it's hot in the car.
it's not outside, right? We'll go over that in just a second. But you said that the dog was drooling, panting,
And he was just looked like he was half dead because he was drooling so bad. And and there was a little crack in the window, so I took to try to get that dog out. But to me, it looked like it's hot in the car. But like I said, it just happened.
what made you think it was hot in the car?
Because the windows were all up. And the way he was drooling.
Who else called?
Me, I called
You did? Okay, can I just talk to you for a second?
I just pulled up and I saw the dog in there. And I was like,
What time did you pull up?
I'm trying to eat. What time was
It was just like, sorry, I'm with her.
That's okay.
It was like about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and like I was, yeah, like I said, when we got here, he was in the very back of the SUV, and I looked through the window, and
his jaw was going clear down like this.
his jaw was clear down here, and his eyes were just like big, and he just looked like he wanted us to pass out.
At first I asked her, do you guys know whose dog, who owns that Jeep? So you were telling me that his dog's hot, you know? But nobody knew who it was, but the girls, that girl were.
Good.
Where did she go? Anyways, she said that Jeep's been here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you believe that the dog was?
I believed that the dog was gonna die. I did. I really thought so because of the way he was drooling.
Yeah.
And his eyes were like, I've never seen a dog's eyes look like that. Like,
His eyes were like big, and they looked
He
like
was
they were about
something like
ready to
this.
go back to in the back of his head.
but he was cleaning the back, like not moving from that area. So I don't know if he trains him to. He probably trains him to stay back there. You know what I mean?
And then,
So he
like,
didn't dare
every
move.
time I would move, the dog would go like this. Watch me go.
Okay, and what's your name? All right, so we're gonna take care of the dog. Do you guys need anything else from us?
No.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. Yep. Thanks.
Do you need to go look this stuff on?
Yeah, if you don't mind. I counted the money. I don't know if I counted it right, but I counted about $820.
Yeah, it's not worth season.
No.
Yeah, if you want to just throw that in there for me and I'll.
Yeah. Is mom coming to pick up the dog
Yes,
instead?
here in 20 minutes. Yeah, he said, that's wrong. I said, I've been here for hours. I said, you're absolutely right. You have done nothing wrong. But you just won't shut up long enough for us to de-escalate the situation and get you over here and tell you what we're here and tell you what's happened. And then you can go take your dog and go in. We'll tell these people they're going to have to pay for a window. He said, all you want to do is argue. Well, you can't tell me where to stand. So, okay,
Yeah, that's what
we're
he's
going to
telling me
talk.
too. I'm like, what should we do with this?
Well, we leave with the car.
And as far as the window, I didn't charge her.
I wouldn't. I would just
Yeah.
document it.
I mean, all three
you
of them
can-
said,
You can civilly sue them, but there's
Yeah.
no criminal intent.
yeah, she said, I mean, all three of them said they thought the dog was going to die because of his drool down to his, whatever. I don't know, I'm not a dog person, so I don't know. But,
It's obviously cold outside. I wouldn't. It would have been a nothing. This would have been a total
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, for sure.
Drug charges, the officers discussed charging Mr. Black with failure to comply with the lawful command of a police officer and disorderly conduct. However, Mr. Black was ultimately charged with disorderly conduct and failure to disclose identity. According to Section 76-9-102B of the Utah Code, which is the subsection that Mr. Black was charged under, disorderly conduct consists of engaging in fighting or in violent, tumultuous, or threatening behavior or making quote-unquote unreasonable noise in a public place. While Mr. Black did speak in a louder tone, he was never shouting, fighting, or in any way violent, and a court would almost certainly determine that his conduct did not rise to the level of disorderly conduct. As for the failure to disclose identity charge, Section 76-8-301.5 of the Utah Code makes it a crime to knowingly refuse to disclose one's name to a peace officer after being lawfully detained under circumstances that create reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. The statute does not permit officers to demand identification from someone who has not been lawfully detained. And, as we have discussed many times before here on ATA, the Supreme Court held in the 1979 case of Brown versus Texas that arresting a citizen solely for refusing to identify themselves, absent reasonable suspicion of a crime, violates the Fourth Amendment. Therefore, it is highly probable that a court would conclude that there was no lawful basis to arrest Mr. Black for failing to identify himself, as he was not detained on reasonable suspicion of a crime at the time that he refused to give his name.
To his mom.
Are you with him?
I know him.
Are you staying here together?
No, I met him here, and I knew that he left his dog outside, and we came into each other.
What time did you guys meet here? What time?
Did you guys do here?
He got here later than me.
What time did you get here?
I got here around 10,
About what time?
like 10-ish.
Okay.
Are you Ginger? Okay.
Oh, so he knows.
I just saw his phone ringing.
Yeah, I'm Ginger.
Okay. Okay.
He's okay though.
Okay, he's good with the tank.
Yeah, he's going with us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does he get like a free call or anything?
Free what?
Like a call in jail or anything?
Oh yeah. Well, he can call people. Okay.
He's kind of, he barks a lot, huh?
I don't know.
I haven't heard him bark.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I did a POCS class there that paraphernalia. They're to comply with a police officer, off command of police officer, to give us his ID. So,
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna just start working on the. You couldn't find a criminal history stuff?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Do we put his ID back in here or no? I think we did. Yeah.
He does know. I ran the FBI. His FBI number comes up, and it comes up like something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
After his arrest, Mr. Black was charged with failure to disclose identity, disorderly conduct, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Notably, while disorderly conduct is ordinarily just an infraction, it becomes a Class C misdemeanor if the individual continues the behavior after being asked to stop. Mr. Black was charged with a Class C misdemeanor, as Officer Mustafich claimed in her report that Mr. Black continued to, quote-unquote, be confrontational after the officers advised him to stop causing a, quote-unquote disturbance, and Officer Gray alleged that he continued, quote-unquote, arguing with the woman who broke his windshield after the officers ordered him not to. However, all 4 charges against Mr. Black were eventually dismissed with prejudice, presumably after prosecutors reviewed the body camera footage. On October 3rd, 2025, Mr. Black's attorney filed a notice of claim against the Unified Police Department and Officers Mustafich and Gray. As of the date of writing this episode, this claim is still pending. Overall, the Salt Lake officers get an F for arresting the victim of a crime simply because they didn't like his attitude, demonstrating fundamental misunderstandings of both the First and Fourth Amendments, and for maintaining a rude, condescending, and confrontational demeanor throughout the interaction. The Salt Lake officers arrived on scene to investigate reports of animal neglect, only to find that a pair of citizens had already broken the windshield of Mr. Black's vehicle to reach his dog. At that point, Mr. Black was the victim of property damage, not the perpetrator of a crime. But the officers were more concerned with Mr. Black's reaction to discovering his destroyed property than the actual destruction of the property itself. The officers treated Mr. Black as more of an adversary than a complainant, and their tone was consistently dismissive and antagonistic. At no point did any of the officers make a legitimate effort to de-escalate the situation, and they essentially created the conditions for more escalation through their hostility and their failure to adequately separate the parties involved. Furthermore, rather than focusing on the 2 individuals who had actually destroyed property, the officers directed their attention toward Mr. Black, demanding that he present his identification without establishing any lawful basis for his detention. As discussed earlier, officers may only compel identification when a person is lawfully detained on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. There was no evidence that Mr. Black had committed any offense, and his refusal to provide his name was constitutionally protected. Nonetheless, the officers treated his non-compliance as a provocation and escalated the situation into a custodial arrest. This decision clearly demonstrated not only a misunderstanding of the limits of their authority, but also an abuse of their arrest powers in order to punish disobedience rather than enforce law. Perhaps the most glaring failure, however, was their refusal to pursue accountability for the woman who broke Mr. Black's windshield. Despite acknowledging that she caused the damage, the officers dismissed the possibility of a charge, claiming that she lacked quote-unquote criminal intent. As we discussed earlier, that reasoning was legally inaccurate and demonstrated a basic lack of understanding of Utah's property damage statute. The officers also searched Mr. Black's pockets following the arrest and discovered illegal drugs. However, the discovery of drugs or paraphernalia under those circumstances did not retroactively justify the seizure. The exclusionary rule exists to prevent precisely this kind of misconduct by removing any incentive for officers to bypass constitutional safeguards. And the Salt Lake officers perfectly demonstrated the very conduct that rule was designed to deter.
I applaud Audit to Audit. It's a great podcast. I love watching them. But explains why cops are out there not even trained properly, forcing people to do things that are unlawfully, but then they sit there and they belittle you. Like they know the law or something. So they're mistrained, and whoever trained them should be fired immediately. Has anybody checked that one out? And I agree, the officers get an F. And when they get an F, they should be responsible for that. You're paying highly taxed dollars to these people that are getting an F. That's ridiculous, right? Well, anyway, supposedly the perpetrator, the one that got his window busted, he got an A, and he had drugs on him. But, hey, the law is the law. You cannot search somebody unlawfully. It's against the Fourth Amendment. How do I know this and they don't know this? I mean, they're trained for what? 2 days, 3 days, 6 weeks? I don't know. So therefore, the uniform that they wear is a disgrace. It's a costume now because they don't know the law. They're going around enforcing laws that they just make up in their heads, I guess. I don't know. And then they get butthurt. That's a good one. They get butthurt. I got cuffs. I'm going to throw them on you. Well, did you see the cuff marks on that kid's arm? And this woman didn't give a shit. She was about ready to say, if you don't face the other way, I'm not even going to adjust him. Well, Put some damn cuffs on her and let's see how she cries. The cuffs are a very big issue. I have a very big issue with that. There's a lot of times where cops cuff them up behind their back like that and they beat the shit out of them. And they still have a job? How does that work? It's the system. It's the people running the system. Corporations. They're corporated. Oh, shit. Did anybody know that? So anyway, let's just get it out there. These two cops, they might be nice people and everything, but they're idiot cops. They don't know what they're doing. You're paying tax dollar to them to go around and harass people, basically, is what you're doing. And now the city's going to get sued massively for being dumbasses. So, hey, retrain or get the corporations out, one or the other. All right, subscribe. Love you guys, and we will see you later.